That's all right. All right, so we're waiting on Wilson to load in. Anybody else in server in TeamSpeak that's not in server?
Oh god, I fucking hate your guys' server. Just so you all know.
Thanks,
Let
man.
me see where Den's at. Cause I have 2 guys, but we'll see.
14 again, Stevens.
We'll just use 10.
Miles.
Oh yeah, nobody could be there.
Warner, I'm about to post the IP if you still need it. I just gave him the info. In a PM or just the server name?
Let's walk over to the other.
I just gave him the server name and
Alright,
password.
why the hell is my
channel chat?
can't
Oh
open
yeah,
up my radios?
sometimes the servers don't show up for some reason. Yeah, we'll see.
Is anybody else getting server lag?
It's just initial. Oh my.
I'm certain it'll settle down.
Yeah, what I'm gonna do is delete all this stuff real quick at the military base.
You can make it all empty because it's just a target range. It's just for practice. The actual like live fire stuff, I'd like to be Echo and Foxtrot, and that's it.
Okay. Yeah.
Why is everything laggy?
If you're playing at McDonald's again,
I'm always playing at McDonald's.
as long as it's not Burger King Wi-Fi, we'll be okay.
Okay, and they want to do them from quick out.
Why does the server seem a little bit choppy?
I don't know.
It's fine for me.
It just,
Fine on my end.
I mean, it's fine, but it's like, if I look in that direction,
Somebody draw circles, I don't see them.
over there, it's just a little choppy.
I just deleted a few things so while everybody's loading in, so they're not loading a shit ton of
Yeah,
stuff.
if I
Thank you,
look
Burton.
behind me, FPS shoots up.
And I just realized why they're
honestly-
not able to see the circles over there.
Yeah.
Why?
Half of them joined after the circles were put
Well,
down.
it'll still pop up in side chat for them, or it should anyways.
You already set up those IPs.
Yeah, I still see them.
Come from?
Yeah, you
Okay.
should be fine.
Those are horribly drawn.
No, they're
It's
not.
honestly-
Yeah, I use
They're
the
hand-drawn.
trackball mouse.
The
Ooh.
fucking Ace server would be so much better if we could delete all these like MRAPs and all this like.
Agreed. Agreed.
Well, it's like what I didn't expect. I jumped on in the Brimstone 3-1 slot. We're all the way at the opposite end with a police truck right outside.
Nice. I will be right back.
Okay. Gonna give those people who are loading in another 5 minutes, and then at 16:10 or 15:10 Central, we're gonna kick off. And everyone else who's not here is late or absent or whatever, because I've not seen any LOA postings recently. While we're sitting here waiting for people to load in, can everyone see the 3 target areas? They're the black X's. Everyone can see those.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Can everyone if you cannot see the 3 service areas, those are the 3 blue rectangles on the southern part of the island. If you cannot see those, speak up. Okay. Now can everyone see the red circles around each of the target areas?
Yes.
I can't.
You cannot?
I can't, Lieutenant.
Okay. Which ones do you see circles around? Or do you not see any of them?
I don't see any circles.
Okay,
It
that's...
might be faded for you. Go to side chat. If you can't, then just look for the faded shit. It's around the target areas, which are marked with the X and a circle around the X.
I am inside chat.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
fine.
you don't
We'll
see the red
we'll redraw them.
Okay.
Just give them a second; they might pop up.
I'd already deleted
They're
one.
gone.
Yeah, I already deleted one. I'm gonna do the one around Echo.
The free fire zone is down for right now until everybody gets loaded in and we can stabilize. Then I'll.
Sure. Good idea.
It popped back up just because it's less
Alright,
access.
I see him now.
Tracing that circle in the last one right now. Hang on.
Awesome, thank you.
There it is.
Map tools are a wonderful thing. They just can't draw circles.
Oh, shit. Oh, I was like, oh, you can draw circles with a map tool?
Oh, I wish. That'd be nice.
Dude, that would be cool.
All AH1 guys, we are flying alone because we're doing just darts practice today.
Yeehaw.
Cool.
That way we can just have a bunch of. We got a couple new SNAs who could use dart practice. That way, everybody.
Sure. Alright, okay, Warner's having a hard time. Don't run JSRS while you do this.
Sierra is not allowed again?
Do I need to restart?
It's not on this server.
Yeah.
I think you'll be okay.
If you didn't get an error coming in, you should be okay.
The last update, they added one PBO that causes a pop-up now.
Alright. Well, we got everybody here. I'll TP
Yep.
Warren, so Warner's.
Awesome. Alright, so we have Smith, Warner, Smiles, Ark, Stevens, Hodos, Grant, Wilson, myself, Burton, and Benassi. Benassi's here?
Bessie's here. Dent is on his way.
Hey, Benassi.
Hi, how are you?
Somebody emailed me, said they might not make it. Let me
Hey,
figure out
Warner,
who it was.
come here real quick.
Vrabel and
Wait,
Ark
no,
are-
stay here.
I don't
Well,
know
I'm
if
giving
Ark
him his
will make
uniform.
it.
Oh, alright.
Oh, Ark's right there. How
Take
convenient.
this shit. And you can edit it later, but this is your standard loadout and all that shit. You can take the pistol if you want it, that's up to you.
So Vrabel is. We
All
can
that
start
shit.
with that, Dent.
Okay. Alright, cool. So once SNA Warner's done over there, alright, everyone's ready? Cool. Alright, thank you guys for showing up to the detachment training. Today we'll be going over FFAR marksmanship at extreme ranges. We've had a couple of changes to our fire control system. It gives us the ability to fire FFARs in 1Zs, 2Zs, 4Zs, 8Zs, 12Zs, 24Zs, and all at once. Now, I worry what you heard me said was it gives us the ability to fire 12, 24, and all our FFARs at once. That's incorrect. We can fire 12, 24, and all FFARs in one long burst. So instead of trigger press, whoosh, all 24 or 38 FFARs are gone, it's trigger press, whoosh, 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 all in one great big burst. So we do have that ability now, and that'll help us control our ordnance. In the past, every press of the trigger would be 2 FFARs, 2 FFARs, 2 FFARs. So now we can break that down to 1. If the JTACs are requesting 4 FFARs and we're confident in our accuracy and we want a tight pattern, we can just select 4 and just press the button. You cycle through these by just pressing F. That's all you do. So we're gonna be So we're going to be practicing familiarization with these today. Also be advised that the larger warheads, so if you look over towards our UH-1 behind us, you'll note that the FFARs do not clear the pod. Their warheads do not clear the pod. Everything is contained within that little sphere. We do have FFARs nowadays that have larger warheads, and their warheads actually stick out from that pod. Now, the larger warheads in Arma just now have larger splash area. I want to say that they fly a little bit shittier, but I haven't tested that. So for now, just load the heavier ones, the ones that stick out of the pods, and we'll practice with those. We're also going to try a technique that the AH-1 guys have developed of engaging targets with FFARs beyond effective AA gunfire range. So the flight qualified pilots here can answer this question. What is the maximum effective range of an FFAR? Just shout it. It's pretty easy.
Crickets.
Crickets. Wilson, what's the effective range of an FFAR?
I do 2.5 kilometers.
It's actually 1 kilometer according to our SOP, but they can be utilized. The fact that you've said it can 2.5 kilometers is evidence that they can be used at greater than that distance. So we're actually breaking the... I know. So we're actually breaking the rule book by using these outside of 1 kilometer. So what we're going to be doing now, let's say we're engaging over at target area Golf. Does everyone see target area Golf on the lower eastern island?
Yes.
Cool. So let's say we're engaging that from the north. So as we start coming down from the north on a heading of 180, we're gonna slow down. And by slowing down, I mean go below 100 kmh. Lower if you feel like it. while still within visual range of the target. And we're also going to come in at high altitude too, so all the targets are in profile. This gives you ample opportunity to fire on the target at ranges greater than 1 kilometer and walk your FFARs into target. So once you hit 1 kilometer, that's pretty close to you're well within AA gunfire range. So you're gonna start seeing Zeus guns, Shilkas, and small arms start firing at you if you're within 1 kilometer. So to avoid flying over the target, which is what we've done traditionally, you're gonna brake, or you're gonna start braking once you hit 1 kilometer out from the target. So you're gonna be coming down from the north, and as if you're going to target area golf. You slow down, darts, walk them into the target, and then right as you're about to enter AA gun range, you're going to brake either left or right. Now, there's a good reason for this. So if you fly directly over your target after you've engaged with FFARs, there's 2 things that are wrong with this. A, the target knows you're there because you've just shot it. And B, if you didn't kill the target, that target's going to kill you. Say you're flying over, say you're trying to engage a BTR with its main gun, and you dart, bunch of smoke, a bunch of debris and dust flying up in the air. You don't see if you got it or not, and you fly past it. All of a sudden, you hear bump, 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 and you're dead because you didn't kill the BTR. You just disabled it. So it avoids that. What else? And if there's AA in the area, you're gonna get ripped in half. Now, just a quick heads up about tonight. The most AA you will see is Shilkas and Zeus guns. However, you will probably see 1 or 2 SAMs out there. They're going to be shoulder-mounted man-pads. So just keep your eye on your threat receivers and just be prepared to evade. The focus of this training should be on your FFAR marksmanship and your familiarization with our new fire control system. But we can never forget to always be mindful of our threat receivers, where we're flying, how we're flying, and be ready to evade a missile in a moment's notice. To support this training objective, I've placed down 3 service areas. Service area Yankee, Zulu, and Whiskey. At these service areas are 3 helipads that are perfect landing zones for our helicopters. Put down at any of these helipads, there's going to be a total of 6 service trucks there, 2 ammo, 2 fuel, 2 repair. Go out, get yourself whatever you need, fuel, ammo, parts, whatever. Just land at those service areas, rearm and repair. That's it, and then get back in the air. The format of today's training will be we'll all lift off from this air base and go our separate ways. Whoever wants to go to the service area golf, you can go to the surface area golf and do some target practice just to get used to the idea of coming in low speed, high altitude, and engaging your targets before you're within 1 kilometer, and then breaking off. Then when you feel confident enough you're ready to try it against real targets, go over to target area Foxtrot and target area Golf, or target area Echo, target area Foxtrot. Check in with the JTACs on the indicated frequencies, and they'll give you 9 lines, and you can execute it, just like you were in a real op. Does anyone have any questions about the format of the training before we get into general comments? Going once. Going twice. Sold. Okay, but if you have a question about the training, when you're in mid-training, contact me on 9 or 5. I'll be doing the exact same thing you guys are, and we'll hammer it out from there. Let's get into general comments. Wilson, you're up.
Alright, so with the Shilkas, if you guys notice that there's a Shilka on the ground, you can avoid getting shot down by the Shilka just outside 2 kilometers, going perpendicular to it at a high speed and high altitude. But if you're flying straight towards it and you're trying to fire FFARs at that, that's not a good idea. If you go within that 2 kilometer range, that thing's going to nail you like a motherfucker. In addition, if you're flying in a straight path, it's going to be very easy for it to hit you. So if that was your intent to use a Shilka for this training, I don't think that's a good idea because of just how effective missiles are first and foremost against the Shilka itself, and just flying in a straight path towards it to fire the missiles and get into an effective range where you can actually hit the target. Yeah, no more than... Oh, okay.
There's only 2 Shilkas out there, so it shouldn't be a big issue.
If we do see a Shilka, though, that's something that a Hellfire should take care of, or Avenger should take care of, in my opinion. And then if you guys do see it and you're just flying around to avoid it, try and stay out of 2 kilometers, 2 kilometers or more, and don't fly in a direct line towards it, and maintain high airspeed. You guys should be all right.
Yeah, I'll tell you guys now, just for training purposes, these shilkas are not placed in the direct AO. They're placed in a place that kind of, if you go somewhere where you're not supposed to go, you'll get punished.
All right,
Yeah,
Burton, does that
there you
take
go.
into account the service areas? If I go and I land...
They will not hit the service areas.
Okay.
They are clear of all service
Okay,
areas.
I don't want anyone going there to try and get more ammo to get fucked up by these.
Yeah, I think the service areas will be clear from everything.
Okay, awesome. Is that it, Wilson?
Yeah, that's all I had for the Shilkas. That's
Okay.
it.
Dent, do you want to add anything onto your sleeping anti-air wakes up and shoves a rocket up your asshole? I take that as a no.
If you guys don't know where the videos there are, they're on the AH1 version of the forums. You click there, the videos are right there. He describes them pretty well, and he's just very informative.
They are very good videos.
Turn around, are these the right darts?
Doop-a-doop-a-doop. Yes, those are the right darts.
Alright, everybody's equipped, so we're ready to go.
Awesome. All right, guys.
I got a question.
Yep.
Or a comment. So the FFARs aren't laser guided, so we're giving digits off of ours for the targets. Hopefully you'll pick it up.
Yes.
That's my assumption, right?
Yeah, they have no laser guided at all.
They're not guided whatsoever. So, with that
they're
being
dumb.
said, I did forget to cover one thing. Your HUD. Here's how you use it for those people who don't know how to use it. So whenever you hop into your aircraft and you select your FFARs, you're going to see a reticle, something like this. It's going to be 3 horizontal lines with a vertical line going through it. Let's explain this real quick. This middle line here, if you are completely static, if you are at 0 airspeed and you don't have any side slip, and you have a target in front of you that's just as high as you, and you put that target right at this crosshair between this vertical line and this horizontal line, that's where your FFAR is going to hit. If, however, you are traveling forward at a great airspeed and you have a target coming up, you'll remember that every shot you fire out of your aircraft, if you're heading at high speed, that speed is translated directly into each shot you fire. So, you should be aiming behind the target. That's why this top line is here. So if you're traveling nose down towards a target and you're like at 250 kmh, you should be aiming towards the top here because your FFARs are going to have the same airspeed, if not, or going to have the same forward speed, if not more, than your aircraft. And it's going to travel. And it's going to note that. Just something to keep in mind. And of course, if you're in level flight or if you're at slow flight and your target's way far out there, this bottom line is where you should be. Should be your reference point for targets at extreme distances. And that'll go away whenever you turn on your master safe.
Question for you, Sheriff.
Go for it.
Do you have a page or something that we can refer to that better describes how to utilize that tool? Like, if you were to actually do some math and go, all right, well, here's the math behind it, so people can have a better understanding. Because I want to look into that.
I'm not sure if there is one, Wilson. If you wanna create one, then that'd be great. Because I think that'd be an extremely powerful tool.
I'll look into it. In addition, are we not allowed to take out the Shilkas, assuming we are given the opportunity? Is it just like, hey, leave them alone, but don't go near them, kind of thing?
If you wanna take on a Shilka with FFARs, go for it. But here's the rub about engaging a Shilka with just FFARs and not AGMs. Buddy up with someone, get somebody to draw that Shilka's fire, and then somebody else come in to wreck it. Now, if you guys want to buddy up for this exercise, if you guys wanna say, if I look over at Wilson and be like, Wilson, I want to fly with you for a while, and we go to each of the target areas together, you're more than welcome to do that. This is a free range. Go practice.
I was more so talking like in cohesion with the JTACs or someone that might be able to laser the target or something like that for the AGMs, just to get them out of the way if we actually wanted to try and hammer one of those out.
Try to engage them with FFARs, but if they're proving to be a real pain in the ass, like nobody can go anywhere near it, then we'll get the JTACs with their laser detonators, and you guys can hook up for an AGM strike.
Okay.
Is that satisfactory?
Alrighty.
Okay. Alright, guys. Get your airframes, get up in the air. You can check in with each other on 9 or 5, and have fun. Shoot some things, blow some stuff up. Don't get shot down.
Why not move?
Looks like you're handcuffed.
Oh, am I? Motherfucker.
Yeah, I was gonna say somebody handcuffed you a while ago.
Dude, I didn't even fucking notice that. I was wondering why I couldn't move.
You're submissive, Wilson. That's why you get your call sign. So
Oh.
it's not anything good to you. So.
All right, guys, whenever you're ready.
All right, well, I'm gonna
Give me a
need
sec, Wilson.
my pilot commander in here, so I'm gonna, I don't know.
Nope. All age.
I can't run.
Everybody's flying their own birds.
Yep.
Where?
Okay.
Oh, is that how it is?
LT, who do you want me with?
I don't understand that.
You can come with me.
It'd be very
Okay.
important.
Maybe
okay.
I missed it. What other targets are going to be found in?
Hop in the CP, sir. That one's taken. Let's go over this one. Hop in the CP slot.
Roger. And I gotta get to the other side for that.
Yeah.
Warner, where you at?
Right here.
Go with somebody. Go with First Lieutenant Shirt. He's running right there.
Is it?
Dance, Benassi, Arc, grab your own birds.
Hey, Warner.
Hello, hey.
All right.
Mind if I go with you?
That's fine. Hey, Hodos.
I heard.
Hodos. He's hopping
It's
out.
taking it forever to get me out.
That's okay. That's okay. Yeah, Warner's gonna be my CP. You can just hop on the door gun like we planned.
Okay.
All right.
Left door gun.
Cool. All right, Warner. You probably saw me doing a 360 walk around of the bird. That is part of our pre-flight check. I'm looking for obstructions. I'm looking for damage, and I'm looking for just anything that would prevent me from taking off in this aircraft.
All right.
So we're gonna go ahead and use the aircraft's radio. If I were you, I would monitor 9er.
9er. What is 9er for specifically?
CSAR.
Okay.
So if an aircraft goes down, they get on 9er, and it's also used for air intercept. So if Avenger's trying to intercept a civilian aircraft that's wandered into a combat zone, he'll hop on 9er and tell them, "Hey, get the fuck out of here."
All right.
I'm gonna monitor Detachment net. I'm also gonna monitor. I'm also gonna monitor 9er 5, having a lot of stuttering. Wilson, come on, buddy.
LT, just so you know, I've got one radio set to 80, one radio set to 81.
All right, awesome. So you'll hear a fuck ton of traffic.
Yeah, because one of those is for each of the two JTACs.
Yes, exactly. MCAS training is Gunfighter 1-1, spooling at HMA Park.
MCAS training, Gunfighter 2-2, school deck.
Miles, if you're in that bird next to me, swap over to this one. I gotta spool down and restart my game.
Gunfighter 1-1 lifting at HMA Park, taxiing onto Mike 2 for the active runway. So you're probably wondering what are Mikes and what are Sierras. So you're probably hearing me say, Mike 1, what the hell's that? Mike 2, what the hell's that? Mike 1 is the taxiway that we're on Mike 2 is the taxiway that we're on right now. So if we hop over to here, we just passed Sierra 1.
HMA Park, taxi Mike 2 active.
Gunfighter 1-1 transitioning from Mike 2 to Mike 1 for active runway 36.
Gunfighter 2-2 lifting off HMLA Park, taxiing via Mike 1 to active runway.
So we just transitioned onto Mike 2 onto Mike 1. This is Mike 1. Now it's designated by its proximity for its relation to the ATC tower.
Traffic 2-2.
And you'll see all of this whenever you do your phase 1 and 2.
All right, good.
1-3 holding short active.
1-1 holding short of active runway 36 on Mike 1.
1-3 proceeding runway 36, 1 northbound departure.
So we're gonna wait till 1-3 gets onto the runway. You can see them at our 3 o'clock. They're departing right now. Gunfighter 1-1 assuming active runway 36. And nobody's coming in for landing. Nobody's on the active runway. We're gonna take it. Gunfighter 1-1 saddled on active runway 36, departing. Left-hand crosswind departs to the west.
1-3 is clear. Space Ocean 905. It's Gunfighter 1-3 signing in on 905.
This is Gunfighter 1-1, clear back to runway 36. And we're
Gunfighter 2-2 holding short, active runway.
Gunfighter 1-1, clear back to runway, clear back to airspace, signing off 902 for 905 and traffic comms. One to Zeus 905.
Then traffic for Zeus 905.
Zeus, this is 1-1. Interrogative. Can we keep that free fire zone open and then just have them shoot at buildings, I guess? Or at least just put one, like, really tough target down there, just so they can get practice.
Solid copy.
Awesome. So all aircraft listing on I'll just make a side chat announcement. Hey, Warner, get eyes on 1-3 and make sure we're not going to collide with them. They should be at our, they should be passing over us. So I know I'm going to head over there and practice because I need it. I like really, really need it. Alright, we got a gunfighter crossing our 12 o'clock. Can you identify what kind it is?
Negative, I do not have eyes on.
Now he's passing into our 11 o'clock, going to 10
Gunfighter
o'clock.
2-2 signing on 905.
2-2's already on 905.
Eyes on.
I did get a call sign.
You are now 2-7.
Hey, for
Maybe looking for him in the camera or just,
Come again?
Would I be looking for him in the camera or just normal?
It's okay. You can either stay in the camera or you can just use the cockpit view.
On the runway right now?
Alright.
So we're gonna go over to the Gulf area.
It's 2-2.
Gunfighter 1-1 proceeding to target area Gulf.
One 3 switching to 80 for target area echo.
Alright, so I'm gonna show you what I mean here, Warner, about engaging far out. So go ahead and put a shift click marker on the military base. You know how to do a shift click marker?
Yeah, actually I think I know what you're talking about.
Alright, awesome. And you can see the GPS, is that right?
I believe so, yes.
Okay, cool. Hodos, you can just stay on the left-hand side door gun. You can get some shots. You can practice your aerial marksmanship on that military base.
Roger.
So right here, we're about 4.5 kilometers out. We're gonna be about 4 here in a bit. And I'm gonna try and get us up to 500 meters. All right, we are at 500 meters altitude and we are about 4 kilometers out. So what we're talking about is we're talking about just creeping up on the target so you see our nose is pointed directly at it. And I'm gonna try and keep my airspeed low, as in below 150 if possible, below 100 if that's possible as well. So once we're about 3 kilometers, I'm gonna put one of them. I'm gonna just sling one out there and see where it lands. So we're about 3 kilometers right now. I'm just gonna sling one out. Watch the splash. I did not see a splash. I'm gonna sling another one. That one looked pretty good. That was a bit short. And we're gonna break left. I think those landed past the target. Yeah, those landed past the target.
Okay.
So we're gonna reattack from the east, but you're seeing how far out we are whenever we engage these things, right?
I see the range, but I don't have like eyes on because
that's fine. You probably
my range distance or my view distance.
Yeah, you probably wait. Is your view distance low?
For aircraft, yeah.
Okay, I would turn that up because part of being an aircraft is being high, and you can see a whole heck of a lot.
Yeah.
But good news being, if you're in an aircraft and you have to keep your view distance high, you can keep like texture you can keep like texture quality and object quality low while still keeping terrain quality high.
Gunfire 2-3,
as well as your view distance pretty high. That make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're about 3.5 kilometers out from it right now, and for the purpose of demonstration, and to give him something to do.
Station, this and that. This is Gunfire 2-3. Radio check over.
2-3. This is 1-1. Or region 5 by 595.
Hey, over.
All right, Hodos. As we come in, I'm going to break right. So we're going to be on a northerly heading, going past this target, and you can go ahead and pew 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 whenever we start braking.
Roger.
All right. So my master safe is off, or my master arm is on. We're about 3 kilometers out. I'm going to just sling one out.
Be advised, we have a helicopter going through there.
Yeah, I know. I saw him. I'm going to sling another one because that splash was way past the target. That one was also pretty far past the target, so I'm going to aim low. Remember, as we start to gain speed, we're also putting that speed onto our FFARs. So I'm going to brake left right about now because we're about in range of A8 return fire. So yeah, Hodos, you go ahead and engage. And one more burst. And we're off coal. All right, so to hammer home this point, Warner, I'm gonna hand controls over to you.
Gunfighter 1-3. This is Gunfighter 2-3.
Right.
Over.
Give me 1 second to line us up on the target, and you can take controls. Can you see the island from here? It's at our 6 o'clock FAR.
Negative. Unfortunately, listen to vanilla armor settings. I'm not able to increase the view distance.
Go to
add-on options ace.
Yeah. You want the ace one?
Yeah, I tried that. I'm not sure if I don't have it.
You want to double check that?
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Try control and right bracket.
All right.
That's how I increase mine.
Oh, that's much better.
Much better? Good.
Oh, wow, I can actually see the island now.
Okay, awesome. So we are about 3 kilometers out from the target. So I'm going to go ahead and put us into an auto hover, and you're going to take controls from me. You ready?
All right.
All right, go ahead and take controls.
I have control.
All right, you have control. Do you see the pipper? The gun sight. The FFAR sight.
Negative, I'm currently on laser marker.
Okay.
Bye.
All right. Oh, you might not be able to access. You might not be able to access it from there.
Okay.
That's all right. All right. So can you try cycling through your weapons? So just press F by default.
Yeah. That's not doing anything.
Okay, that's fine. All right. Go ahead and release control then.
All right.
And we're gonna just do one more. All right, I have control. And we're just gonna do one more as we just creep along, and we're gonna see if we can't nail one at more than 2 kilometers out. So you're gonna walk me in on the target here. So I'm gonna sling one out there. That's about 3 kilometers out. Watch the splash.
Just high.
All right. So we're gonna bring it down a little bit, and we're starting to pick up speed. So the speed's gonna be translated into each of our shots.
Low.
Low. Okay.
About 50 to 100 meters.
Yep. There's another one. That one was
right
on target.
On the road below it.
Yep, that was on target. So as we're starting to fly over it, I'm going to sling 2 out there. And we're getting pretty close, so I'm going to pull right.
Good hit.
All right, I'm going to pull right. Hodos, you're clear to engage when you're ready.
Roger.
Now watch his tracers. Now I imagine he's aiming directly at the base. Hodos, continue to engage.
Yep, just it's taking.
So watch his. So you see how his tracers are being caught with the speed of our aircraft.
Yeah.
So if you were to aim Hodos, aim directly at the base and pull the trigger. See how his shots are going way along our path of travel.
Yeah.
So he has to aim behind the target. Each shot he fires is being affected by our current airspeed. All right, cease fire.
Ceasing fire.
Cool. Gunfighter 1-1 is vacating practice area golf. You can switch to the right-hand door gun, Hodos.
Roger, switching seat. 4,347 rounds left on left door gun.
Okay, cool. See, we haven't even made a dent in the ammunition usage. Warner, do me a favor. Let's start looking for these anti-air defenses that Burton claims are so baller. So go ahead and hop on the flare and let's start trying to find these anti-air guns.
All right, I'm looking out there.
And while we're doing that, I'm gonna go and check in on these two nets. This is Gunfighter 1-1 checking in on 80.
Gunfighter 1-1, this is Assassin 6-3 on 80, handshake.
Oh, then this is Gunfighter 2-4 checking in on 9-5.
Stand by, Assassin 6-3. Hey Warner, go ahead and hop on 80.
Roger.
You'll see how we talk to the JTACs whenever we're gonna do a cast strike.
All right.
Assassin 6-3, this is Gunfighter 1-1. Be advised, I've got my new SNA listening to us on 80 so he can see how cast is done. I'm gonna go ahead and proceed with the check-in. Gunfighter 1-1, flight of 1 UH-1 Yankee, south of your AO at 500 meters ASL. Current armament is 2-4 FFARs. We are not GPS, we are not laser, and we are not CTAB capable. Our abort code is abort Zulu. How copy?
Port code is Zulu 6-3 out.
So we
3 is 5 seconds out.
So we essentially
Cleared hot.
we essentially just told the JTAC, hey, here's what we are, here's what we have available on board to use.
Stand by for a cast.
Alright, now he's going to convey to us a 9-line cast.
Boarding to critical hit instrument.
This is Gunfighter 1-1, ready for 9-line.
Vacating area golf.
Gunfighter 1-1, 9-line as follows. IP sound guarded.
Gunfighter 2-7 on route to
6. 3 clicks out. Elevation.
service area whiskey.
6. BTR in the trees. Over. Or break. 0 tree 0 1 0 6 8 2. No mark. Friendlies to the northeast. 500 meters. Ingress from the northwest. Egress to the southwest. Over.
Assassin 6-3, this is Gunfighter 1-1, please repeat lines 2 and 4, over.
Gunfighter 1-1, lines 2, bearing 146. Lines 4, elevation 6, BTR in the trees, over.
Gunfighter 1-1 copies all, reading back from IP Soundgarden on a heading of 146 for 3 kilometers. Our elevation 226, BTR in the trees at grid reference 03010628, no mark. Nearest friendlies are northeast 500 meters, in from the northwest, out to the southwest. I'll copy.
1-1, this is 6-3, good readbacks. Please let me know when 30 seconds on target, over.
Acknowledge, we'll let you know when the 30 seconds out. 1-1 is pushing to IP at this time. It'll take us about 2 to 3 mics to get in position.
LT, that was a slightly mistaken readback, actually.
What's up? What did we miss?
6-3, this is Gunfighter 2-4 checking in on 80.
Not 0628.
0862.
No, 0682.
Okay, I got those numbers backwards. Alright, I had it written down right.
Nice flows, times 1, Gunfighter 2.
Alright, and I'm going to turn the volume down
Voice 2,
on
89 times 2
9
to
or
8
5.
FFARs. Lead time, 90 minutes. Abort is abort Delta.
So I know a bunch of what we just told you was just gobbledygook essentially, and you'll go over more of this in your 9-line cast SPP. But essentially, what the JTAC just did to us, he said, "Hey, I acknowledge that you're here. I've got this target. Here's all the information you need to destroy it in a way that's safe for you." So, have you ever received a 9-line before?
AFFAR.
Okay, cool. Then you know exactly what it is. You're gonna probably have to ID this target for me as we come in.
On 86.
Alright.
Be advised, we were less than 2 clicks from that target.
Awesome. So it probably knows we're coming. So we're approaching the IP soon. And same thing, you're gonna help me walk these shots onto target. Assassin 6-3, this is Gunfighter 1-1. We have reached IP Soundgarden. We are turning inbound. 30 seconds.
Saw copy 1-1 in 30 seconds. You're cleared hot.
1-1 acknowledges, cleared hot. Alright. Alright, so we got the target in front of us, right at our nose, about 3 kilometers out. You see it.
Currently negative.
Copy.
Do not have the exact grids down though.
Alright, that's fine.
Looking around for it.
Yeah, take your time, look for it.
Gunfighter 2-4, stand by, over.
I think I got it.
Yeah, we're receiving shots. I think I have eyes on where they're coming from.
Okay.
Gunfighter 2-4, standing by.
1-1 tallies, 1-1 darts. Alright, we are approaching the firing line very quickly. So I'm going to fire 2 bursts and break.
Slight low.
Good hits, we're taking shots.
Yep, we're off.
1-1, stand by for BDA.
1-1 standing by for BDA, we're off hot.
Odin, this is 62180, over.
1-1, BDA as follows, 0/10, target still active, over.
1-1 acknowledges, 0/10, target still active. 6-2, you're calling Odin 80.
Affirm, or would tell them if they're on, over.
Come again?
Yeah, affirm, or if they're on a different freak, let me know, over.
80 is fine for me right now because I'm on with 6-3. What you need?
2-2 just went down, over.
Okay, copy. 2-2 just went down.
Believed to be from Sam at objective area Foxtrot, over.
Acknowledged. Sam at objective area Foxtrot. Thanks for the heads up.
6 out.
Alright. So, Warner, do me a favor. Take the radio and broadcast over 9 or 5 that at target area Foxtrot, there is a report of a Sam.
Roger.
This is 1-1 proceeding back to IP Soundgarden for reattack.
This is Gunfighter 1-1 reporting possible SAM
1-1,
near objective Foxtrot, over.
Rifle over. Or dart.
Say again your last.
1-1, this is 6-3.
Gunfighter 1-1 reporting possible SAM near objective Foxtrot, over.
Acknowledged.
Also, on that last gun run, I spotted about 5 times large heat signatures, light, heavy armor possibly.
Yep. None of the Vicks. Alright, stand by.
Gunfighter 2-4, this is Assassin 6-3 on 80, stand by for 9 line, over.
This is 1-1 to Zeus on 9 or 5.
6-3 is Gunfighter 2-4, Sancho 9 line.
Lines 1 through 4, IP Soundgarden, heading 1-4-5, 3 clicks out. Elevation 226, BTR near building. Break.
Odin, this is Gunfighter 1-1 9 or 5.
Grid reference 0, 3, 1, 2, 0, 6, 8, 8.
10 for
No
Zeus,
mark.
905.
Friendlies to the northeast.
Zeus, can you please put some toolkits
Ingress
at
to the
each of the
northwest,
service areas?
egress to the
They need them to fix
southwest.
the birds.
Over.
Need a place
So
to
read back line 436.
something.
Alright, so we're just hanging out here for a second. Hang on 1 second. We're gonna set our... We got way too many radios going.
Read back as follows. 2, 2, 6, 0, 0, 3, 1, 2, 0, 6. Mark. Friendlies 500 meters north. Just northwest, just southwest.
Can you see the targets from here?
Gunfighter 2-4, good read back. Give me 30 seconds
On
out.
floor, I can't see him.
Okay, that's fine.
Cleared hot.
This is Gunfighter 1-1-80. We are 30 seconds out from target.
Yeah, overall negative.
Okay.
1-1, Assassin 6-3, cleared hot.
1-1 acknowledges cleared hot. Master arm. Get pretty high. So they're nice in profile for us. We're not going to approach. We're going to try and fire at these guys outside of the target area. So we're at 10682. All right. They should be directly on that. Okay, I know which mark he's talking about now. Assassin, this is Gunfighter 1-1-80. Can you please laze target? I think the target's moved.
Gunfighter 1-1.
Eyes on
target
lane.
laze. Code 1113,
stop.
over.
Copy, laze on 1113. Tally target. Alright, so we're gonna just sling one out there. So we're at what? What's the range of the target? We're about 2.5 kilometers out.
This is Gunfighter 2-4. Could you read back line 6 again, please?
That was a little bit high.
Yeah, bit high.
Gunfighter 2-4, line 6, 0, tree, 1, 2, 0,
A bit low.
6,
Okay.
8, 8, over.
And now you see the difficulty in this.
Yeah, this is tough.
Yep, that's okay.
Do you see the laser designation?
No copy,
Yes,
Gunfighter
yes.
2-4.
Okay.
It's 0,
Lucky to I
3,
use
1,
my laser designation to
2,
help
0,
point on
6,
target.
8, 8.
No, it's okay. That's okay. I just want you to track the shots coming in.
Gunfighter 1-1, stand by for BDA.
1-1 standing by for BDA, although I think I know what it is.
Gunfighter 1-1, BDA as follows, 0 over 10, target still active, over.
Acknowledge. 0 over 10. Target still active. We're gonna try this. We're gonna try this again.
Gunfighter 2-4, your target is laid.
Can I laser designate? You can see where I'm designating.
Tree, over.
Yes, we can. But with him doing it, I'm not entirely certain. We can both do it though.
Yeah.
Hey Bruce, you might, if you want to see some action, you could stick yourself on the left-hand side door gun and watch all the tracers come back at us. Otis?
All right.
Yeah, I've been seeing them, believe me.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Gunfighter 1-1, you got eyes on tally?
Stand by, Assassin. We're reattacking.
Correction, Gunfighter 2-4, you tally, lays.
This is Gunfighter 2-4, negative tally.
Gunfighter 2-4, laser target designator is 1-1-1 tree. Your current target is lased.
6-3, be advised, we don't have the correct Hellfire units, so I don't have access to my laser.
God damn it.
I'll copy. Your read back was good. You're clear to start your attack approach, over.
Uh-oh, SAM launch.
Uh-oh. This is Gunfighter 1-1-80. We're inbound. 30 seconds.
Gunfighter 1-1, Assassin 6-3 on 80. Inbound. You're cleared hot, over.
1-1 acknowledges. Cleared hot. Alright, gun spot him. I think I know which one he's talking about, too. So we're 2.6 kilometers out. We've got a lot of forward momentum, and we just got hit with something. Be advised, 1-1 just took a hit.
2 hits below the town, 1 hit above.
Your darts are landing short in case you adjust.
Affirm, that's because we're firing it like 2 kilometers out from the target.
Yeah, I'm not picking up any heat signatures now.
Just,
It's weird.
I'm just trying to give you ideas so you can adjust since we're practicing.
All good. Yeah, thanks for the heads up. Be advised, 1-1's instruments took a hit. Our pipper's flashing in and out, but we're going to try and re-attack.
So copy. 2-4, are you inbound?
If I need to pull out for a moment, so both Delta have some IRL issues at the moment.
What does the INST mean, or that's damaged?
That would be the instruments. So whenever you see the HUD in front of you, you see like all the different lines, all the different numbers that are flashing, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Whenever your instruments get damaged, they start popping in and out. So we're red right now, my instruments are like flashing, like, in and out for me right now.
Alright.
Oh no. Alright, well normally we wouldn't do this, but we're going to engage anyways. 2-4, this is 1-1, Niner, on 8-0.
Just traffic 44.
2-4, are you inbound for an attack?
Yep, I have to deal with some IRL issues, so I'll be off station for exit on mics.
Acknowledge, just want to make sure we deconflict our airspace. 1-1's coming inbound for attack.
And this is Gunfighter 24, signing off of 95, signing on to 92.
Alright, so now we're inbound, we're pretty... How close are we? We're about 3.2 kilometers out. You see the target?
All airframes be advised, I got a radar contact on the AO standby for approximate regret.
I think I see our target. And we're braking. Alright, so now we're pushing 350.
Vehicle destroyed.
Alright, there we go, about time. And we're at 360.
Yeah, my apologies, I was accidentally muted.
That's alright, all good, all good. Gunfighter 1-1 signing off 8-0. Alright, so we are signing off of 8-0 and pushing ourselves back onto 9 or 5. I heard something about a radar contact.
They canceled that call out when you put out the all aircraft return to base.
Okay.
So unsure what's going on with that.
Yeah, they might still be in the area. Gunfighter 2-3, this is 1-1 on 9 or 5. So did you see, Warner, were you happen to watch our airspeed indicator whenever we started diving after we destroyed the target?
Negative.
Okay. We pushed our airspeed up past 360 kilometers an hour. While we were diving. So but the best part is we didn't take any. We took a bunch of fire from like everyone there. And that's probably the closest to the town we've been thus far. But we also didn't take a hit during that because we were going so fast. We were abruptly changing our altitude. So that's why we encourage not a super high flight, like above, like to the point where you're announcing your altitude in angels, but a relatively high flight path that, you know, so that you can then trade altitude for speed without like crashing into the ground and worrying about dodging trees and that sort of thing. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that absolutely does.
All right, cool. Alright, so as we're approaching MCAS Trinity, we can start looking and see the aircraft that are in the pattern. I see one aircraft to our, what looks to be 130.
I see 3 off to the right.
Yeah. So I'm going to shift over from 905 to 902. MCAS Trinity, this is Gunfighter 1-1, approaching airspace from the northwest, entering the pattern on the downwind for runway 36.
Air stations, be advised, there is an airframe in the area, it's hostile.
Alright, now we have a hostile airframe. Now I see him. You see him? He's at 12 o'clock. He's
There's
burning.
a fast mover in front of us.
Yep. He's burning past Trinity. So we're gonna go nap. MCAS 3 Governor 1-1, canceling approach.
All airframes on 905, be advised, there is an airframe in the AO over the airfield.
Yeah, he is.
Well, in this Gunfighter 2-4, we're starting on the Su-25 over the MCAS
Alright,
panel.
heading away to our south.
Yeah. All aircraft 905, you are clear to engage that fast mover. Alright. So, if a fast mover appears in the AO, doesn't matter what you're doing, doesn't matter if it appears like that closely in our AO to the point where you can actually see it. It doesn't really matter. Oh, here we go.
Coming on us.
Yep.
That shit's not locking onto it.
Come on, buddy. Take that shot. I dare you.
3's black on IIMs.
So if a fast mover comes into your AO, the first thing you should do is get nav of the earth and use the terrain to your advantage to try and mask your presence.
3 coming in hot, expedited R&R.
Yeah, he's off of us now.
You tally him?
Negative.
Copy. What about you, Hodos? You tally him?
3 on 905.
No eyes on the fast mover. Time.
Copy.
Scanning.
We're gonna fix him and then make our approach. Hodos, Warner. Start circling your FLIR because your FLIR is attached to our sensors.
1, Fox 1.
Roger.
Yeah, just see if you can't find him on your sensor array. I'll settle for a general direction.
Fox 1.
I can't see him, but we're gonna see if we can.
My eyes on. To the southeast.
The southeast. Okay, cool. Hang on one second. We're gonna get 050138.
Bearing 100.
All right, is he behind us?
Negative.
All right, just let me
Side
know.
of us.
Let me know when he is. 30138. Oh Jesus, he's way up north. What the fuck? Oh, holy crap! No, our guy's way to the north. Okay, so we're gonna attempt a recovery.
It's opening fire on ground targets.
All right, yeah, let him.
Eyes on and aircraft going down.
Shit. Hey,
Unsure what.
Gunfighter 2 needs to practice engaging fast movers. Alright, so we have a man down in the water, right up here. So we're gonna go and pluck him from the water and GTFO back to base.
Roger.
So this is called a helocast, if you're not familiar with this. And you will go over this during your SPPs. Try to look for this pilot in your FLIR.
Alright.
Alright, I see him. He's just past he's just past our location.
Have eyes on.
Yep.
I think went away.
Eyes on, right side.
Eyes on, right. Yeah, right side, really close.
I gotta just try not to put us in the water.
5 meters above water.
Yep.
Come on, buddy. I can't actually get my skids wet. Believe it or not. We are at altitude 0. We are at 0 meters above sea level. And our skids just dipped into the water.
Oh shit.
That's alright, we're okay. We can stay here as long as it takes for him to get in.
I'm looking around for that fast mover.
Yep. All aircraft is net be advised. 1-1 is attempting a recovery of a downed pilot to the north of MCAS Trinity.
He's in.
Ho-ho! Nice!
Awesome.
Plucked him from the water.
It's hard as fuck because you gotta actually be somewhat underwater and almost directly under the aircraft.
1-1 to any aircraft on 905. Is that fast mover threat still active?
Say again?
Is that fast mover still airborne?
Negative.
Copy, band splash. MCAS Street, Gunfighter 1-1, approaching airspace from the northwest, entering the pattern on the downwind for runway 36. Yeah, that sucked, huh, Grant?
Yeah.
What got you?
It was that fast mover.
Okay.
He turned to the north and I guess you went under me and he decided to stay on me.
Jeez. Really have...
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Smoke bloom, 11 o'clock of aircraft in the water.
Yeah.
Is the fast mover still in the air?
No, it's been splashed.
Copy.
Alright, so nobody's in the pattern, we're good. MCAS Street, Gunfighter 1-1, established on downwind. MCAS Street, Gunfighter 1-1, turning left for short base, short final on runway 36.
That was awesome.
Yeah, I love this bird. This is Gunfighter 1-1 down on active runway 36. Taxiing to Sierra 2 for Mike 2.
You can actually put the skids in the water.
Yeah, our skids were submerged a couple times there.
I think that would have probably made a bit of a difference, but either way, still got me.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is Gunfighter 1-1, clear of active runway. I hear Avenger. MCAS Street, Gunfighter 1-1, down at H Lane Parks, blowing down, sending off there too. All right, you're clear to disembark.
Alrighty.
Do we have everyone here? Alright, we're looking pretty good as far as people are on the deck. Hey Burton!
Yeah, we're all on the deck. What's up?
Alright, cool, we're all here. Alright, awesome. Did everyone get a chance to shoot their FFARs and get familiar with our new fire control system?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Did anyone actually use any of the service areas to rearm, repair, refuel?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, good. How are JTACs? How are comms tonight?
We had a couple of incidents, but mostly fine. Yeah. So we did have, comms were fine mostly. Accuracy was iffy. We definitely had a couple of runs where we were not getting very close to the target. Like I was usually picking like compounds with enemy infantry in them, and we usually weren't even getting one round into the compound. It was sort of around the compound. They're like within 100 meters maybe, but like not close enough to actually be killing enemy infantry. Other than that, I mean, yeah, it was good. No complaints. I don't really understand. Did we just RTB because of time, or was there something else going on?
Yeah, I wanted to RTB so that we had enough time to talk about our whatever we did for debrief, and we're getting kind of close to it. But as I heard, it also so happened that we RTB'd around about the time a fast mover showed up.
The fast mover was placed after the RTB call. So everybody knows that's not the reason we RTB'd. The fast mover was placed after everybody had already RTB'd. I just wanted, if anybody's been around with me, Zeus, when you guys all kind of get a little lackadaisical, I like to spice it up. I don't think anybody got shot down by it this time. That's good.
I did.
I could.
Yeah,
you
there
did?
was one.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, it is what it is. But remember, guys, just because we're RTBing does not mean the training is over. So keep on your toes.
This is true.
How
about you, Smith?
Over mine.
Yeah, go. How are comms on your end?
Comms on my end, Gunfighter 1-3 did well. Your rounds were relatively on target. You probably could have used. I know I didn't in my remarks. I didn't specify amount of darts, so you probably could have. You could have probably. I'm thinking probably using more because it splashed the infantry, but the BTR was still up.
Yeah, on that though, I was getting shot right in the face. So.
Right. It's okay. Other than that, everything comms-wise from 1-3 was great. Gunfighter 1-1, comms were great. Your rounds were all short, and I also think probably could use more rounds on target. So I think my note on my end, I think when we're doing something with FFARs, we'll probably just request. I'm thinking like 12 darts at a minimum, personally, especially if we're shooting that far away.
And for anybody who has same problems with accuracy, or they can't get the rounds to land where they want, this is a hard technique to nail and to really get good at, because you're essentially shooting your rounds at a target that is past the effective range of your gun sight, essentially. So we're applying a lot of Kentucky windage to this. So if it will take practice and it will take time, but once you get there, once we all get there, it's going to be really, really lethal. And the JTACs, just so you guys know, engagements like this, they're really not pinpoint accuracy. If you want pinpoint accuracy, if you want us to put darts within compounds, we pretty much got to be, the closer we are to it, the easier the shot's going to be. But until we nail it, that's how it's going to be.
Gonna take a little bit of practice. We got a lot of new guys here, so the pinpoint accuracy thing, it'll get there.
Right, and the only solution to that is practice. Just practice, practice, practice.
Yep. Yeah. No. I mean, like I mentioned on the radio, I was really just giving you so that you know, so you can make your corrections.
Right, and that was good. That was good. It was nice having eyes on the ground, and I also had my CP calling out, and I had my gunner calling out where the rounds were landing.
Yep. And then for Gunfighter 2-4, we never got to run a mission. For some reason, you couldn't tally my grids or my laser, so we never got to run that, right?
Yeah, sorry, I had to do some IRL stuff. I did have it lined up, but I had somebody yell at me, so real life.
That's okay. I had the exact same thing happen. I had to grab a phone call. That's all I had. Other than that, I wanted to make note that we were handling multiple aircraft on the channels, and everybody did give me a different abort code, so that was very handy and nice.
And I recommend that every pilot just sort of picks an abort code that is something other than abort or abort alpha or whatever, and just make that yours. And it can be pretty much anything that's like 2 to 3 syllables and is pretty distinguishable on the radio, because we have a lot of issues where I have to, like, especially in operations and stuff, where I've got to be like, okay, we can't use abort as abort code because 3 other aircraft already have abort codes, and they also start with abort. So
that's a good point. That's a very good point. So make it a personal touch if you'd like. But if you know that you're the only JTAC, or if you know that you're the only aircraft on there with a JTAC, using abort is fine. But yeah, whenever we're operating here, we can all think of very creative abort codes. JTAX, you got any more comments?
Negative.
How about you?
Good. Or I was gonna say, I guess on my end, maybe this is a learning here, but I feel really clunky when you're coming in. I'm sure if you can help me here, but I feel really clunky like when you guys are inbound. Like I basically want to know when you're about ready to fire.
Yeah, I did not announce darts.
So I am requesting that the right way, because I was doing it too. Right?
You shouldn't have to request the aircraft call darts. The aircraft should be calling darts regardless. So that's something I neglected to do on a personal level.
Okay.
So noted for next time. Pilots, comments, questions, concerns, thoughts.
AIM 6 is not locking on.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah,
That
same
is
here.
100%. I can answer that. You need to switch to manual fire and cancel manual fire. Gentlemen, we've had this issue plenty of times. There's a post about it in the bulletin board. So, we'll go over it one more time. We're all here. Before your co-pilot gets in the bird, you go manual fire, cancel manual fire. That seems to fix the lock-on. That's always worked for me. Wilson, is it a comment on the same thing?
Yes.
What do you got?
That issue was in relevance to being able to lock onto the target, not necessarily having a problem with actually locking on. I was able to target the airframe, but the airframe was not letting me lock onto it, so the missile can track the target.
You were getting
same. It was a soft lock.
You were getting it up, but you weren't getting the diamond to collapse.
That's correct.
Okay. Yes. Well, I will. Then now that that's clarified, I will look into that. Because RHS has been known to break the aim lines. I do have a comment. JTAX, you can kind of how you feel about this. How would you guys just feel about aircraft-specific abort codes for all of ACE?
That's what I was trying to get at.
Yeah. So like that way we know like everybody gets Gunfighter 2-1 has a specifically assigned abort code. So pre-op, I don't have to think what's used. If my abort code is abort Delta, that is my abort code for ACE. I think that would help just alleviate some issues, because I do know we have issues with crossing up abort codes, and anything, I know it only cuts a few seconds of communication, but anything that cuts a few seconds in the field helps.
Yeah. If this sounds like an idea that we should have thought about a long time ago.
I mean, better late than never.
Yeah, we can put a thread somewhere in ACE.
Let's talk about this after the training debrief, because this is something I definitely want to touch. I definitely want to dive into. I just don't want to do that in our debrief and waste everyone's time. Because this is a sucky idea and you suck. That's what I'm getting at. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Where are you? I'm going home.
Oh no. Does anyone else have any questions? Oh no, I did. He's actually doing it. Oh no. Does anyone have any other questions, comments, concerns about the training?
Taking the ambulance.
Regarding the AM9s, I don't think that we are having a problem right now for the current version of RHS, because I could target the target itself, but not getting the diamond as we are said before. But for a couple of seconds, I got the diamond on the target itself, like the buzzing sound. So I think there is some kind of a way, but we don't know it yet. So we are going to try out a couple of times until we get it. It's not a bug, or it's not a problem in the RHS as far I could I think. Yeah.
I got something to add on to that. I was actually teaching one or two of the SNAs how to use the AMs with this new updated version of CBA and all that shit, and they had no problems locking onto the targets. My assumption is that airframe had something going on with it, and we just didn't know.
Maybe.
Like if it was had some kind of jammer or something built into it. I don't know.
This is a very good training topic, and it sounds like an excellent element or detachment training for AH1 guys.
So, I mean, I noticed something odd and quirky about it, so I tried firing 2 times, and both times it didn't work. So, I mean, it is what it is. But if you go over and put up a helicopter or something like that, lock onto it, I guarantee you're not going to have an issue with the AM9Xs. I don't think the AM9Xs have an issue right now. I just think it was the airframe itself for some reason.
Because I had the same problem yesterday in the east-wide operation. I could target the heli itself, and it was a helicopter, by the way, not a fast mover or a jet engine target. It was a helicopter, and I could not get a diamond on it, or the buzzing sound. So that's a new thing.
The last RHS update changed thermal mechanics for locking infrareds. So it's one of two things that's possible. It's entirely possible it's a bug with RHS related to that update. The other thing that's possible is it's possible that they've made it dramatically harder to lock onto aircraft with smaller engines, which have smaller thermal signatures. So that is definitely a possibility. If you're thinking about that, I might maybe try practicing with somebody else flying something and see if it's an angle issue. You're gonna have a much easier time locking on from behind if it's more accurate in that way. So.
Anybody got anything else?
Well, prior to us leaving, I wanted to apologize to everybody because I fucked up like 3 times, and that is out of the norm for me. Twice, I just fired on a controlled fire area, and I was having one of those fucking derpy days, and I never have those. So if you guys were getting ready to take a 9-line or something like that, and I just swooped in and started shooting shit, I do apologize for that. I was kind of, I don't know, fucking stupid on my end.
I think Steven's the auditor for it, but better to screw up in training than in an operation. Anyways.
Yeah.
But I think I saw an SNA have a Q or a C. Miles?
I was in relevance to the AM6s again.
Okay. Yeah, we can hammer that out afterwards. If nobody else has any questions, comments, or concerns, any notes on the training, everyone's free to disconnect. Thank you very much, JTAX, for showing up and giving us a hand. We do greatly appreciate it. And I'll shoot you a link to this training report.